Thank you for joining us today.
Thank
First
you,
off, you're
Haslinda.
here for a roadshow, Investment Malaysia
That is correct.
roadshow. And we've read reports from the local media suggesting that perhaps the government is coming up with a new economic model. What do you know of that?
Well, actually, we don't know much of it. Invest Malaysia has always been a platform for the government to announce policy decisions. So we would expect that the government would traditionally, again, use Invest Malaysia as a platform to announce to the world, in this case, foreign fund managers from across the region, from across the world, on what exactly the new economic model is.
In your view, what's needed to boost investments in the country?
Well, in essence, the new economic model is a long-term plan to increase GDP and income per capita across the country. It's also to move our economy to higher value-added components. So not just in services, but in particular sectors within services. So those that involve a lot of innovation, those that involve a lot of knowledge capital, for example. And all of this would mean very well for the GDP, for income per capita, but specifically for certain sectors within that. And we await details, of course, from the Prime Minister himself.
You're in the investment banking world. You've seen a surge in investment, increase in income for the half year under review, for instance. The latest number suggests the future prospects looking pretty good. I mean, any numbers that you can come up with to suggest that, yes, these gains are sustainable?
Yes. You mentioned earlier about the interest rate hike of 25 basis points. And I think that is clearly necessary for the prudent management of the economy. I think the fiscal imbalances which the government mentioned, or the governor mentioned earlier, would be more or less controlled and managed very, very well. The hike is also not too steep, so this ensures that we will have strong growth. We anticipate a growth of between 4.5% to 5% for Malaysia this year. This in turn will boost capital markets very, very well. Capital markets have grown consistently and with force, I suppose, in 2009, and we look forward to the same in 2010. We also anticipate a lot of M&A activity within the investment banking industry as well.
Can you quantify a lot?
Well, I suppose it's all relative. It's relative to, in 2008, where everything seemed to have slowed down to a halt. But we see a lot of, for example, leverage buyouts. As you know, there was the recent oil and gas LBO by K&M recently in Malaysia. That's several billion ringgit. I believe there will be more. And the whole industry will benefit in terms of the consolidation plays that will ensue.
How about the prospects for bond issuance in 2010? How's it looking?
It is looking very good. The pipeline is very, very strong across the board.
I've got to pin you down. Strong, you have to quantify that for us. What is strong?
Well, we will probably see about 20 to 30% increase in terms of what it was the year before. And this will give us a healthy pipeline. Also, Dana Jamin, which is the guarantee organization to ensure that the lower credit bond issuances will enjoy higher credit as a result of their guarantees. That in turn will spur more bond growth as well.
So are we expecting perhaps Islamic bonds to lead the way?
Most definitely. Almost two-thirds, if not more, of all bond issuances in Malaysia tend to be Islamic issuances. And as you know, Malaysia is already the largest issuer of global sukuk in the world. So.
Okay, now I want to talk about the alliance that you decided to forge with Missouri Securities. Any update on that?
Well, we certainly want to forge ahead in terms of the sukuk. You mentioned sukuk. So sukuk is one area, and I think we, as in the Malaysian banking industry, can really showcase what Islamic finance is to Japan, to Japanese issuers. There is also a window called the MIFC, or the Malaysian International Islamic Finance Center in Malaysia, and that is akin to a issuance portal, which also offers tax neutrality. So, for example, Japanese issuers can issue, dare I say it, Shogun Sukuk in Malaysia through MIFC. These are some of the initiatives that we are looking to forge with our Japanese counterparts.
Any M&A plans with Mizuho?
Well, it's only an MOU in terms of trying to get...
For now.
For now. Let's see what's... it's only that for now, so let's see what transpires.
Before we let you go, just one final thought on, you think, what's the biggest challenge for the investment banking world in 2010?
Well, I suppose one of the key challenges is, from an investment banking fraternity, is, I suppose, to get rid of the notion that investment banking is not necessarily the cause, or greed is not necessarily bad. This is on the global financial crisis. That investment bankers are one of the good guys.
It's going to be a tough sell, Rashdan. Thank you. We'll leave it there for the moment. Mohammed, Rashdan, Mohammed, Yusof of Maybank Investment.